Have you ever wanted to make a stunning pendant but weren't sure where to begin? This step-by-step tutorial shows you how to wire wrap a delicate lotus flower pendant, perfect to wear or gift. For the supply list, check out the link in the description. First, straighten out your 20-gauge wire from the reel. Measure and make a right angle bend at 1.5 inches. Place that bend against the mandrel. Remember, the size of your mandrel determines the petal size. Wrap the wire 5 times around the mandrel. Ensure the wraps are close together without overlapping. After 5 wraps, create a sharp bend in the wire towards the tail. Trim the reel, leaving a length of approximately 2 inches. Take your 26-gauge wire and leave a tail to wrap around the two 20-gauge wires, binding them together. Now remove the circular loops from the mandrel. Wrap one tail end of the 26-gauge wire through the loop next to the 20-gauge wires. Do the same with the other tail on the opposite side. Cut off the tail ends underneath the circles, ensuring the wire finishes on the inside. Use pliers to flatten down the wraps for security. Next, shape all circular wires into petals using chain nose pliers. Position the pliers slightly off-center and press to create pointed tips. Bend inward on one side to form the petal shape. Apply pressure on both sides for a tapered point, ensuring uniformity in shape. Once satisfied with the shape, gently pry the petals apart into an outward fan shape. To harden the petals, hammer the outside carefully on a block. Bend the 1.5-inch tail of the 20-gauge wire forward. Position your bead onto the vertical wire. Using round nose pliers, create a wrapped loop on top of the bead. Wrap the 20-gauge wire around the pliers, ensuring it fits on your desired chain. Wrap 3 times around the neck of the loop to fill the space above the bead. Trim excess wire and tuck in sharp ends to avoid snagging. Now, create a spiral with the remaining 20-gauge wire using the round nose pliers. Trim off less than 1 millimeter of the starting curl and continue shaping. Cover the curl with chain nose pliers and spiral outwards until it touches the bead. Position your spiral under the bead. Your beautiful lotus flower pendant can now be turned into a necklace by threading a chain through the wrapped loop. Now it's your turn. Put your creativity to work and make your own lotus pendant. Happy crafting! Explore hundreds of free jewelry making patterns at wirejewelry.com/get patterns, or scan the QR code to dive in.